Turn the pages, feel the beat, dance with words, move your feet.
Why hello and welcome to today's Dippit in the week of, or this week's vlog. Woohoo! Alright, so I listened to the audiobook of A Little Princess and I loved it. I thought it was really great. It's a very much of a love story for me. Oh my goodness. So I don't want to, get anybody kind of confused with that. I did read the book before and it's kind of like with reading at the beginning of the year and then reading the illustrated version and then listening to the audiobook. Yes, this is the third time this year in which I've read this book, which I think is great. I really do love it. But, it's a book that I'm going to keep my eye out to see how many versions of this book that I can particularly get. Same with The Secret Garden, because I ended up giving away a couple versions of this book forever ago because, minimalism told me to do it, kind of a thing. And so I have donation remorse with that. So I just kind of want to get rid of that kind of mindset and just, with kind of what is it called? With more of kind of book collecting, there's kind of different ways you can go about it. And one of them is just to kind of pick a book and just get as many copies of that book as you can. And so for me, it is A Little Princess. So yeah, that's just kind of it. That's kind of what I want to, but I don't know. I do love it. The Little Princess is truly is a riches to rags, back to riches again. And I think that's great. I really enjoy the book and that kind of story to begin with, more so than The Secret Garden. And I did end up watching a version of The Secret Garden over the weekend, which I thought was great. But yeah, and it's nice to throw back and to kind of read the book in so many different ways and then watch so many different versions of the movie, and I just think that's great. But anyways, that's kind of it for me. I'm gonna crack down and do some other bye. Why hello and welcome everybody to this reading Dippit. So I found on Hoopla the audiobook for Utopia by Thomas More, yay! And I ended up listening to it, really good. And the narrative of the story is that this guy is talking about this place called Utopia and the utopian people and how they're just they live in this very idealistic society and how this is something that we should all want to be a part of, the kind of society that we should want to have. And he's telling this to the government or our government and how we should just design everything about our lives that is a lot like Utopia. The reason why I wanted to read this book, or more so listen to it, is because of the movie Ever After, because it is referenced in that movie and there's lines in the movie that are in this book word for word. So I thought that was a really nice kind of additive to it, and I really enjoyed it. I don't think I would ever read this book again, but I'm happy that I got it and I'm happy that I took the time to do it. And it's just a thumbs up. I'm glad I took the time and I did it. That is another book that I've read this week, and woohoo, thank goodness for audiobooks and getting into them, because I am getting books read, and especially book that is on my TBR. So yay, go me, go us. Reading is great and it's another classic, so yay. Alright, so that's kind of it. Hopefully everybody's doing alright, and we'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Why hello everybody and welcome to this reading Dippit. So I picked up two books while I was at the library last night, and that is, one is Better Than the Movies, right, by Lynn Painter, because I keep hearing good things about how Lynn Painter is a really good author, and it's a teen book, and as you can see the teen sticker here, for whatever reason I thought it wasn't, but I think I knew that it was. I don't know if I'm going to read this, but figured let it out, keep it, because I definitely want to finish. What is it? I'm reading now. Alright, sorry about that. I am reading Incidents Around the House by Josh Malerman. Right, so that is kind of what I'm focusing on reading. But then, after I'm done, Hail Mary by Andy Weir, and then Better Than the Movies? I don't know. Right, but I guess Incidents Around the House, it's going really well. I'm really liking it. I'm a little over halfway. I'm going to be able to finish it this weekend, not by the end of this vlog, but that's okay. I definitely didn't finish it by the end of October. October's been the month of audiobooks, so that's alright. But speaking of audiobooks, the second book that I picked up was Rebel Rising, a memoir. I picked it up mainly for the video because I ended up finding the audiobook on Spotify, so I listened to it there, and I basically listened to it today because I had to do some shopping and I was taking the bus, so I could listen to it while I was at work. So it was just great to kind of get that out. And I had a friend of mine, she listened to it and she really enjoyed it and she recommended it. So, and we both liked Jennette McCurdy's memoir. So yeah, I think that it was a great book. I never really knew Rebel Wilson's like kind of start. I knew that she was like a lawyer or she had studied to be a lawyer, but I didn't really know a lot of her career. I know that she was in Pitch Perfect and that was, you know, that was a kind of like a real career turning point for her. I was mainly kind of more interested in her struggles with food and her like massive weight loss, and, you know, how her daughter came to be and how her wife came into be, I guess, like just like that kind of aspects. And it was just the kind of great learning about it. I would recommend it, and she actually narrates the book, so I would suggest that as well, right? Like, it's always fun when you're listening to like an audiobook and the author actually does it for you. So yeah, thumbs up to that. Happy I took the time to read it, or rather listen to it. But yeah, yay, it's done, you know, and it's great. Alright, bye! Why hello everyone, to the end of this week's vlog, and today reading Dippit. I'm just gonna close out here. I have not finished Incense Around the House by Josh Malaman, but I do plan to. Next on my TBR is still Project Hail Mary and Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. That's just kind of what my area is going to go to. And of course this week I listened to 3 audiobooks. Didn't actually finish reading a book, which is fine, but it is something that I do need and would like to work on. And it's just maybe because for right now, this phase of life that I'm going through, I am just so busy that maybe listening to audiobooks is kind of more the way to be going. But that's just kind of it. Hopefully everybody's doing all right. Hopefully everybody is looking forward to the week ahead. Just gonna give you all a thumbs up. Hopefully everybody's doing all right. We'll see you guys next week. Hopefully everybody's doing bye.